Hi guys, and welcome back to Couch Critics. I'm Lamia.
And I'm Ruby, and today we're reviewing Project Hail Mary.
Yes, it's a movie. Ruby was just telling me. Ryan Gosling produced it.
Yes.
He bought the rights to the book because
Yes.
apparently it's a book adaptation, and he decided to produce it and play in it.
Yeah, which I mean takes a lot of guts. Imagine being so confident to be able to stare and produce a movie. I was speaking with a friend the other day, and he's like, imagine having all this confidence.
Yeah, and also this movie doesn't have that many characters, so most of the success acting wise depends on you.
Yeah. But I think it was very successful. I heard a lot of good critics about it, and I personally really liked it as well. I mean, I'm biased because I love Ryan Gosling,
Yeah.
but that's something else.
Yeah, so far I've read a lot of reviews that says that it's literally the best movie of 2026 so far.
I wouldn't go as far as that because I mean, I do think maybe it's because I'm not a big that much of a big fan of science fiction.
Same.
But I do think it's one of the very fun, lightweight, and yet still thought-inducing movies from this year.
Totally. So this movie is about this science teacher who finds himself in a spaceship, and he kind of has no memory of how he ended up there. So the movie kind of shows us how he ended up there, and he's on this kind of mission to save the planet by finding a substance to save the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Just a very casual mission, you know?
Yeah. Very Mission Impossible coded.
Yeah, and also what's the movie Interstellar? It had a lot of these vibes. I don't know, it's Interstellar was a lot heavier though in terms of science, but yeah.
How do you feel about this movie being about an astronaut? I feel like we've seen a lot of movies lately that tackle these kind of that have this kind of plot. A lot of them are fails. I'm thinking about the movie that I think Damien Chazelle did before Babylon. He did something with an astronaut, and no one heard about it.
Must have been such a failure because I did not hear about it at all.
Yeah, and Brad Pitt was in one too. I saw a trailer somewhere.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like maybe those kind of movies don't work because people have a hard time connecting with them because no one goes, on space. And maybe for this movie, people had an easier time connecting with Ryan Gosling's character because there was Rocky, and they created this kind of friendship. And
yeah, I totally agree with it, and I just love how I felt like it was very different from the other extraterrestrial astrological movie because right, astronomical, I don't know. But I feel like Ryan Gosling's wit and humor plays a huge part in the movie, and the fact that the alien was a rock, it's just the most random thing, and it had 5 legs. It looked like a spider. I don't know how to describe it, but somehow it made a lot of sense, and we see the connection and the trust and love between them, and I think this is what made the movie enjoyable to watch. Yeah.
Also, I feel like it shows us a different side of Ryan Gosling. I mean, his character is silly, and it's a very funny character, but I feel like it was a more serious character than the one that we saw in Barbie in Ken. I did not like him as much in Ken as Ken.
He seemed like he was having fun. That's what I liked about this movie. I just he seemed Ryan Gosling. Every time I see him in movies, even when it's La La Land, it's he's being himself, but at the same time he's very different. And again, I'm biased because La La Land is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, he was in La La Land. It's your favorite movie.
Yeah. He does have a movie where he plays a very much more serious role, and I don't think it's as known by everybody else. It's called Blue Valentines.
Yeah, it's a romance.
It's a romance drama. It's heartbreaking, and he has such a wonderful role in it. And sometimes I find it crazy to think that he was also in The Notebook.
Yeah, he has such a lover boy,
yeah,
vibe. That's how I used to see him. I discovered him in The Notebook, then in La La Land, and Yeah.
Every time I remember his movies, I'm like, yeah, he was in that too. He was in Crazy Stupid Love. And the
Yeah.
crazy thing about this is that The Notebook was filmed in 2003, 23 years ago, and he still looks the same to me. Like I don't
Yeah.
see him age either, which I also find, I don't know, impressive. What's his face cream? I just want to know.
Same goes for Rachel Wilson.
Rachel McAdams
McAdams, yeah.
from The Notebook as
No,
well. Yeah.
exactly. We saw Send Help, and she looked amazing, and she kind of like played this goofy character too. So I
Yeah.
like how these actors went on and tried different ranges, and when it comes to the movies that they choose.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
totally agree with it. And I also loved the publicity behind the movie because I feel like Ryan tried to recreate La La Land's
yeah,
poster. We saw people like say do this when it's something's good because it's something that Rocky does in the movie, and it's just there's a lot of
yeah,
inner jokes from the movie, and it was just like it created this spiral on social media that was actually good and that was not based on him falling in love with his co-actor or something like that. So it's refreshing to see PR stunts being pulled in a more organic way.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, the cinematography was very beautiful,
Yeah.
and I read somewhere that they didn't use any green screen. Most of like that's what I read on TikTok, by
Oh.
the way. Don't quote me on that, but like the directors, I think there are two. They used a lot of like special effect that they actually made to
Okay.
in the movie.
That's very impressive. I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So yeah, it's very original. I would
Yeah.
recommend watching
Yes.
it.
I think that sums it up for Project Hail Mary. If you watched it, don't forget to let us know what you think.
And please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.